Your life is not hard enough. Come here, take a look. McDonald's everywhere. Look, Big Macs, Fat Boy. It was Fat Boy season. I think they forgot that it was summer and they got to get some abs. These fat boys, obviously, they chose the hard life. What type of hard life though? They chose to be fat. They chose not to be able to take their shirts off at the beach and not be embarrassed by their wives. What I'm saying here is that your life is not hard enough. You think if these guys that were eating all these McDs, their lives were hard, you think they would have chose a diet over these? Obviously, if their lives were hard, but their lives are not hard. They chose the easy way out. They chose the Big Macs. They chose the parties. They chose the drink. They chose all this instead of the gym, instead of waking up at 4 a.m., instead of reading books, staying up on their business. Instead of doing all that, they chose a harder life, a more difficult life where you need other people, where you depend on other people, where your feelings are always controlling your actions. That's the hard life. A man who cannot control their feelings and a man who always takes action on their feelings, he's not a man. His life is not hard enough. There's people that say, "Oh, my shirt is dirty," or stressing out on their shirt is dirty. Guys, how are you supposed to run a business and a multi-million dollar business and maintain abs if you're over here stressing about if your shirt is dirty or if, let me check my hair, my hairline, the hoes ain't gonna want me and my hairline ain't straight. Look, they're not gonna fuck you either if your hairline is straight or not. If you don't know how to spit game, but that's another topic. Your life is not hard enough. Oh no, but I read 10 pages today on a book. Motherfucker, I read 40 pages, 4 times that. I run 3 miles every single fucking morning at 6:30. What do you do at 6:30? Let me guess, at you were at 2 a.m. on FaceTime with your girl who is probably cheating on you, most likely is cheating on you because you're up at 2 a.m. Instead of me, I'm out working you. Where you're asleep, I was out working you. At 4 in the morning, I was already up. By 4:30, I already got to be working out. That's a hard life. Okay, at 6:30, I already had to be running my 3 miles and then come back and do a strict diet. I can't cheat. I'm starving, but I still can't cheat on my diet. I have to still maintain a calorie deficit. How? How do I have that mindset? Why do I have that mindset? It's because I actually want it. I'm tired of being average. Okay, a lot of people aren't tired of their circumstances. They're okay with it. You're okay with a paycheck, $500 to $1,000 every single week, and wonder why your life is crap. You have to set standards for yourself. You say, I'm not gonna be that loser ever again. I'm not gonna be the guy who's a worker for an asshole who just pays me whenever he wants to. No, you are your own boss. That's a hard life. Like I said, your life is gonna suck. Not because you're losing, because you're winning. Winning is way harder than losing. That's when I say my life sucks. My life sucks. I can't party at 9 p.m. and come back at 2 a.m. I can't cheat on my diet. I can't do that. I can't wake up late. I can't do that. I just can't do it. My life is way too hard. It sucks. But I'd rather have that than being out there drinking, having sex with women that don't even want me. They just want you for a good time, which if you want that, that's up to you. But I'm choosing a harder life because there's a bigger price at the end of the day of working harder and doing the right things.
Let me explain it to you guys, because you guys don't seem to understand. You guys seem to still be on the same path and disagree with me. So let me tell you, when I say your life is not getting hard, this is what I mean. You're working at the 9 to 5, either you got one job or you got two jobs, and you think you're doing something great. You think you're on the right path. You think just because you're making more money than your neighbors or your family members that you think you're doing something big, but in reality, you're still a modern slave. You're still working for somebody else. You're still having to show up to that job that you don't like. And I don't care what any of you guys say. You guys don't like what you do, and you don't like the amount of money that you're getting. But this is the thing. Most of you aren't willing to risk it. Most of you are too scared to fail. Most of you are too scared to even try, that you're gonna stick to the 9 to 5 until you die. You're gonna work. You're gonna work your ass off, pay taxes, and then die. That's literally what your lifestyle is gonna be like. Why? Because, like I said, you guys tie yourself to these car payments. You guys tie yourself to these bills, to these responsibilities, and you're still wondering, okay, I'm doing pretty good. You're not doing pretty good. All right. If anything, you're probably in the worst position than anybody else. You're probably in a worse position than a homeless dude. Let's leave it at that. The homeless dude has nothing to worry about. If he wanted to, he could start from nothing and has nothing to lose. You, on the other hand, yeah, you may have the money. I mean, everybody's got money. Everybody's got some sort of money. Maybe not as much money as somebody else, but somebody has some sort of money. All right. So don't think you're above anybody just because you have the most amount of money. Just because you have the most amount of money doesn't mean anything. Why? Because that's just one box that you clicked off in life. You still have to be in good shape. You still have to be strong, both physically and mentally. You must have attainable skills, strong skills that not a lot of other people know. You also must put yourself out there. So you think you're doing something big all because you have money, but you still don't realize that There are more things in life that you must conquer. Another thing, no one cares if a fat dude is making more money than this other dude. No one cares. Your health is at risk, right? Money is not worth anything if your health is at risk. Or let's say you're skinny, you say you're scrawny. If you don't have the discipline, you don't have the work ethic to even get up, then how you expect to outcompete anybody else just because you have more money than them? It doesn't work that way. You can't just walk through life all because you have one or two jobs and they're paying you a good amount of money. That's not enough. Because when somebody else who doesn't have, let's say, one or two jobs, but has a way better physique than you, is strong both mentally and physically, has better work ethic than you, knows more skills than you, is going to outcompete you in any other way. Why? Because he's disciplined and he's motivated to work hard, even to do the things that he doesn't feel like doing, regardless of how he feels. Unlike you, where you're satisfied off that one or two job, all because they're paying you 20, 25, $28 an hour. You're satisfied, so you're going to stay and you're going to play it safe. That's what most of you do. You play it safe. You want to live in the average lifestyle. You want to play it safe. While on the other hand, the other person who's willing to risk it all because he has nothing else to lose, he has no bills, he has no house to pay, he has no car payments to pay. He's going to risk it all because he has nothing to lose. And that's when he's going to outcompete you and he's going to come out on top and you're going to stay in the same place your entire life.